Business environment means sum total of all individuals, institutions, and other forces that are outside the control of the business enterprise but may affect the working of the business. Features or characteristics of business environment. Totality of external forces. Business environment is sum total of all external forces that directly or indirectly affect the business. स्पेसिफिक एंड जनरल फोर्सेस. हर बिजनेस में कुछ ना कुछ स्पेसिफिक और कुछ जनरल फोर्सेस होते हैं. स्पेसिफिक फोर्सेस जैसे कि इन्वेस्टर्स, कस्टमर्स, कॉम्पिटिटर्स, सप्लायर्स जो हमारे बिजनेस पे डायरेक्टली इम्पैक्ट करते हैं. जनरल फोर्सेस जैसे कि सोशल, पॉलिटिकल, लीगल, टेक्नोलॉजिकल चेंजेस जिसका हमारे बिजनेस पे इनडायरेक्ट लेकिन इम्पैक्ट होता है. इंटररिलेटेडनेस. वेरियस एलिमेंट ऑफ बिजनेस एनवायरनमेंट आर रिलेटेड टू ईच अदर. जैसे कि डिमांड सैनिटाइजर की बढ़ जाती है कोविड की वजह से. नेक्स्ट है डायनेमिक नेचर. बिजनेस एनवायरनमेंट डायनेमिक है, मतलब ये बदलता रहता है, चेंज होता रहता है विद द चेंज इन फैक्टर्स जैसे कि चेंज इन टेस्ट, फैशन, टेक्नोलॉजी. Uncertainty. It is difficult to predict the future happenings as the business environment is uncertain. Complexity. बिजनेस इन्वायरमेंट कॉम्प्लेक्स है बिकॉज ये कॉम्बिनेशन है बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स का जो बिजनेस की वर्किंग को अफेक्ट करते हैं. एंड इट इज़ डिफिकल्ट टू प्रिडिक्ट द इफेक्ट्स ऑफ वेरियस फैक्टर ऑन द वर्किंग ऑफ बिजनेस. रिलेटिविटी. बिजनेस इन्वायरमेंट एक रिलेटिव कॉन्सेप्ट है क्योंकि ये वैरी करता है फ्रॉम कंट्री टू कंट्री, रीजन टू रीजन ड्यू टू चेंज इन फैक्टर्स. Importance of business environment. To survive and grow in competition, every business has to understand and adapt the environment to be successful. It includes business environment help firms to identify opportunities and get the first mover advantage. It helps to identify threats and take early warning signals. It help in tapping means collecting useful resources. It help in coping with rapid changes because environment change होता रहता है, dynamic होता है environment. It helps in planning and policy formulation. And it helps in improving performance of the business. चलिए जानते हैं क्या है SWOT. S stands for strength. W means weakness. O means opportunity. And T means threat. स्ट्रेंथ पॉजिटिव फैक्टर है, अपॉर्चुनिटी पॉजिटिव फैक्टर है, वीकनेस नेगेटिव फैक्टर है, थ्रेट नेगेटिव फैक्टर है. स्ट्रेंथ एंड वीकनेस इंटरनल फैक्टर्स होते हैं जबकि अपॉर्चुनिटी और थ्रेट होते हैं एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स. डायमेंशंस और एलिमेंट्स ऑफ बिजनेस एनवायरनमेंट. As business environment can have either direct or indirect effect on business, so it is divided into two parts, general and specific. General environment indirectly influence करता है working of business को, जैसे कि economic, social, political, legal and technological environment. Specific environment directly impact करता है business की working को, जैसे कि customers हैं, owners हैं, इन्वेस्टर्स, सप्लायर्स, क्रेडिटर्स, एम्प्लॉयज, ट्रेड यूनियन, हमारे कॉम्पिटिटर्स एंड गवर्नमेंट. डायमेंशंस ऑफ बिजनेस एनवायरनमेंट: इकोनॉमिक, सोशल, टेक्नोलॉजिकल, पॉलिटिकल एंड लीगल. इकोनॉमिक एनवायरनमेंट refers to those forces that have economic impact on the business activities. सोशल एनवायरनमेंट में आता है कस्टम, ट्रेडिशन, वैल्यूज, कल्चर, सोशल ट्रेंड्स, हमारे बिलीव्स, एथिक्स ऑफ सोसाइटी जो हमारे बिजनेस को अफेक्ट करते हैं. टेक्नोलॉजिकल एनवायरनमेंट refers to technology, scientific improvements, नए नए innovations that provides new ways of producing goods and services for the business. Political environment includes political conditions such as general stability and peace in the country and specific attitude जो हमारी elected government representative का business के प्रति है. There may be uncertainty of business due to political unrest in the country. And last है legal environment, refers to framework of laws, various provisions, rules and regulations within which business transactions are made. New industrial policy, also known as new economic policy. Aim न्यू इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसी का है टू क्रिएट अ कॉम्पिटिटिव एनवायरनमेंट फॉर बिजनेस एंड टू रिमूव द बैरियर्स ऑफ एंट्री एंड ग्रोथ ऑफ फर्म्स. फीचर्स ऑफ न्यू इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसी: डी लाइसेंसिंग, अबॉलिश कर दिया गया इंडस्ट्रियल लाइसेंसिंग को फॉर ऑल द प्रोजेक्ट्स एक्सेप्ट फॉर 6 इंडस्ट्रीज. डिक्रीज किया गया रोल ऑफ पब्लिक सेक्टर. Reservation of industries for public sector reduced to 4 and other industries were open for private sector. Disinvestments means selling a part or whole of public sector undertakings, जिसे हम PSU कहते हैं. Liberalization of foreign capital, the share of foreign capital जिसमें 2 चीज़ें आती हैं, foreign direct investment and foreign institutional investment was increased in many activities. 100% FDI was allowed. Liberal policy for technical collaborations. There was ease in technical collaboration with foreign countries. Setting up Foreign Investment Promotion Board, FIPB. It was set up to promote foreign investments in India. De-reservation under small scale industries, SSI. Many goods that were produced by small scale industries were now de-reserved. Elements of new industrial policy or new economic policy. NEP: liberalization, privatization and globalization. Liberalization means removal of entry and growth restrictions on the private sector enterprise. It aims to encourage private sector and multinational corporations to invest and expand. Privatization means transfer of ownership, management, control of public sector enterprises to private sector. It aims to increase the role of private sector. Private sector के रोल को बढ़ाया जाएगा for the growth and development in the Indian economy. It includes disinvestment and revival of sick PSUs. Disinvestment means selling a part or whole of shares of public sector undertakings. If private sector acquires more than 51% of the shares, it means it is transfer of ownership and management of PSU to private sector through disinvestment. Revival of sick PSUs means the board of industrial and financial reconstruction, जिसे हम BIFR कहते हैं, was set up to revive the sick PSUs. Globalization means integration of Indian economy, means our national economy, with the world economy through removal of barriers on international trade and capital movement. The new economic policy aims to liberalize foreign trade so that country does not remain in isolation from rest of the world. Globalization increased the level of interaction and also interdependence among various nations of the global economy. Globalization ensures that enterprises can easily serve customers in distant geographical markets. Demonetization, also known as नोटबंदी, is a situation where central bank, मतलब कि हमारे देश में RBI, withdraws the old currency notes of certain denominations as an official mode of payment. भारत में पहले भी 2 बार डिमोनेटाइजेशन हुई है, 1946 में और 1978 में. The government of India decided to do so again on November 8, 2016. In which higher denomination currency notes of rupees 500 and rupees 1000, which was nearly 86% of the total money supply, ceased to be legal tender. Currency was deposited in the banks by December 30th, 2016 and also restrictions were placed on cash withdrawals. Aim of demonetization: to curb corruption and penalize illegal activities, to shift towards digitalization, to remove circulation of fake currency from economy, to tax unaccounted private wealth maintained in the form of cash, to ensure transparency and reduce tax evasion, to reduce informal savings and increase savings with banks. Impact of demonetization: थोड़ा सा इकोनॉमी में स्लो डाउन हो गया था इन द ग्रोथ प्रोसेस as it led to reduce in demand and supply in market due to lack of liquidity in the market. There was decline in the stock of black money, जो कि अच्छी बात थी. Sharp rise in bank deposits and financial system savings. Rise in government revenue due to increase in tax disclosures. Fall in indirect taxes, GST जिसे हम कहते हैं, as production and sale of goods were reduced in the market. Goods and Services Tax, also known as GST, ये एक इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स है जिसको इम्पोज किया जाता है गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज पे. GST Act was passed in the Parliament on 24th March 2017 and came into effect from 1st July 2017. It is based on the principle of one nation one tax. Features of GST: ये एक कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव टैक्स है बिकॉज बहुत सारे टैक्सेस को मर्ज करके ये एक सिंगल टैक्स बनाया गया. ये एक मल्टी स्टेज टैक्स है क्योंकि ये हर स्टेज पे स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द प्रोडक्शन टू फाइनल स्टेज इम्पोज किया जाता है. ये एक वैल्यू एडेड टैक्स है क्योंकि वैल्यू एडिशन हर स्टेज पे होती है. मीन्स फ्रॉम द मैन्युफैक्चरर टू द होलसेलर टू द रिटेलर एंड टू द फाइनल कंज्यूमर एट ईच स्टेज. GST एक डेस्टिनेशन बेस्ड टैक्स है. Means tax would accrue to taxing authority which has jurisdiction over the place of consumption. GST structure in India. India has adopted dual GST structure where taxes are revealed and collected by both union and the states. There are three taxes applicable under the GST: CGST, SGST, IGST. CGST, tax collected by the central government. SGST, tax collected by the state for sales within the same state. IGST, tax collected by central government for the sale from one state to another. Tax slabs under GST: 0%, 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%. 28% is the highest tax under GST.